We're live. Yeah. What's up, everybody? You see my old intro. What's up, everybody? What was that? What was I saying? I'm the teacher from Sicky Sunny SoCal. You know the deal. I don't know why I just thought of that. Anyways, what's up, y'all? Happy Venus Day. I figured I'd come on because we're still the moon in Leo, but it's about to move into Virgo. But first off, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. If you guys haven't already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash the subscribe button and click the bell next to it. Ding! That way you guys are notified every time I go live. So, today we're going to be discussing, let me pull it up, you guys, so if you guys are new here, I always do intro and then announcements, and then I'll go ahead and tap into what I'm talking about so that you guys know what to look forward to, because I do timestamps. That way you guys can, after the live video, you guys can click through. Now, normally that's in the description box, or sometimes I put it in the comments, okay? Just so that you guys are aware, if you're new here. But if you're not new here, you know what the deal is. So what I'm going to talk about today, guys, is pretty much, we have the moon still chilling in Leo for today, right? For tonight, wherever you're at in the world. But it may have shifted already into Virgo. So we're going into Virgo for the weekend. So I'm going to talk about moon in Virgo energy, what to look out for as far as, I always pertain it to yourself, love, relationships, money, how that's going to play out. And then, what else? There are some aspects here. I'm going to give you the aspects for today, the energy, what to look out for. I know it's a little late because I had to go to a consultation because I'm about to get my teeth whitened. So you guys will probably see me with like bling bling all in your face, and then also some other cosmetic things that I'm going to be getting. You can see how my teeth are like kind of yellow because I drink coffee and tea. But yeah, it's been a long ride with this teeth here. Let me tell you, I might do a whole video on that on my other YouTube channel. That's another thing, another announcement. Go watch Letitia TV. That's my other channel. I think it's linked on this one, where I'm just talking about real life stuff. I also put up a poll of questions that you guys want to know, so I'm dropping them as videos on that channel, to get a little bit more personal outside of Vixen After Dark channel. Since I kind of stopped getting serious on my personal TikTok, and now I just use the Vixen Elite Healing TikTok for like information just like this. But I needed like an outlet for myself again. I didn't want to like keep doing vlogs. Like I might have vlogs, but it's just like me chilling, talking about like real life topics and stuff like that, and answering guys' questions of things that you want to know about me. So if you want to know something about me, I do have the NGL link in my Instagram, and you can remain anonymous as far as that goes. Like if you want to know something about stars, moons, and quasars, or if you want to know something about me personally, or if you have something that you're going through right now at this time, and it's like a quick question. Anything else, you can go to my website. You can go to my website for anything else. Make it like a quick, snappy kind of an answer deal. You know what I'm saying? Anything more deep, go to my website. We can book a guided session there. We can get on the phone. We can do a Zoom. I can bust out some tools. You know what I'm saying? We can go real deep over there. But for the most part, it's just, a questionnaire, because I do get a lot of DMs from you guys, but sometimes I miss them because I'm on all platforms, and I feel bad because it'll be like a month later, here I go replying to you, and I'm like, oh, snap. So the best ways to reach me for DMs, if you want to know something immediately, would be my website. Twitter is a good one, because I see that. And then what's another one? Instagram. Now that they took away the categories, now I can actually see your messages. I didn't realize for a while they were categorizing messages, and I had messages from long time ago. So if you guys are wondering how to reach me, everything else in the description box down below, as far as that goes. Okay. So anyways, I'm gonna talk about the moon in Virgo, and also to today's aspects a little bit while the moon is still in Leo, and then I'll go ahead and do. I'll give you, of course, examples as always, and then I will talk about the aspects. What else? Oh, I'll do for the today and this weekend aspects, and then I'll go into the collective spread of energy, you know, inner guidance. Okay. And then I'll do each individual sign for you guys. Okay. So don't forget to thumbs up the video as you're watching and comments. They actually help the video circulate and percolate. That way somebody else may need to receive this message. Okay. And get prepared for what's to come. So without further ado, let's pull up the chats. Yeah, let's pull up the chat. Oh, let me pull up the comments so I can see you guys too. Let's pull up the comments. Yeah, I don't know. My other channel, Dry and Dusty. I just see my other video pop up on my timeline. I'm not even tripping though. I'm doing it for myself more so. But hey, if you want to go in and chime in over there, you know, all of that is welcome on that side of town. So let's pull it up. So we have Moon in Virgo here. Let me make sure I'm on the right day. Hold on, it's 26, right? Yeah. I'm so late coming on. Goddamn dentist appointment. I should have had it earlier. I had it at 2 o'clock. Anyway, Moon in Virgo. Okay, so we all know Moon in Virgo energy. Virgo is an earth sign. Okay. Wait a minute. Where did my stuff go? Hold on. I gotta sign into I gotta sign in again. It's like binked out. There we go. All right. There we are. Charts today. All right, so Moon in Virgo, guys. So pretty much Moon in Virgo, we all know Virgo's an earth sign. It's also ruled, its ruler is Mercury, and we're in Gemini season, right? So planet of communication. So kind of, I feel like this weekend can be very yummy, but, you know, I always give you the light and the dark of everything. So we all know Virgo is the mutable energy. So Virgo, that's why they look at the fine details of everything, because they're seeing how, you know, anything can, oh, we can make this look a little bit more prettier. Like, oh, we can fix this over here. We can make this more shiny and make this more bright. Let's move that over there. Let's, you know what I mean? Like, they pay attention to every little detail of aspect. And that's why, because with the mutable energy, they're able to kind of, what's the key word I'm looking for? Like, change or fix anything, you know, that's going on in whatever aspect of life that is. And so as far as we're dealing with Moon, which is our feminine energy, our emotions, how we react and respond to things, that's what's going to be playing out for the most part. So paying attention to the details. Also with Moon and Virgo energy, so this is going to rule the nervous system and our digestive tract as well. So, you know, I know it's a holiday weekend this weekend. I just found out my dentist is like, oh, you know, because I had to go do something with the other, with my ortho when I got my braces off. I was like, oh, I heard the doctor say they're closed today. She's like, yeah, it's Memorial Weekend. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know. I don't even celebrate holidays. But I was like, oh, it is. So anyways, it's coming up on the weekend. So what's that look like? Barbecues and everybody just overindulging on whatever kind of food. So the Moon in Virgo, digestive tract. So make sure, you know, if you do eat that big fat piece of rib or steak, eat some fruit after, or something that's going to allow that shit to come out right away instead of sitting in your belly for 3 days, right? So, just think of whenever the Moon is in Virgo, it's like becoming more pure. Like I said, just there's a pureness to it when it's in an earth energy of Virgo, because it's immutable. So you can really purify. So think of, like, you know, when you put your water, like let's say you get tap water and you have like a purifier in the faucet, you can like take out all that shit, right? So you can actually drink it. So pretty much you can be filtering your emotions that way, or how you react to somebody else, or how you respond to a certain situation that's going to play out this weekend. Because some people might even be seeing family, lots of travel, you know, all that stuff too. So Virgos are very intelligent and they like to help people. So it's a very helpful kind of a deal here. You can maybe help your community out. It's like Virgos are so sincere. Like, I just literally got off the phone with my Virgo friend. What was it? The other day, I think we talked. Yeah, they're so analytical and meticulous about every little thing. So, but they're very honest. So that's kind of energy. So this weekend, you can definitely execute certain things that you want to get done and fine tune whatever creative projects that you're working on or paperwork you're filing or whatever it is. Maybe you're doing something at work that you want to just like, I want to be done with this. That way I can enjoy my weekend. I'm not bringing work home. You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of an energy where you can enjoy the good, finer things in life, because Virgos, they can go really deep. Like Virgos like to, like, say, for example, you present them an opportunity to make money, right? They're going to literally look at it with a fine-tooth comb and dissect it in the energy of them becoming the owner of that company. Well, this is how I would do this instead of that, and I would do it like this because that's how they pay attention to details. So when they come out with maybe presenting that opportunity, now they have an idea that sparked as far as creating a business, and they're going to do it this way and put their own finesse on it. So, that's that energy. Also, too, as far as dealing with maybe with other people or even yourself, some of us may, kind of look back at our week. There was a lot of squares, aka a lot of challenges that happened. So you may have look at everything and you probably learned a few lessons. You probably learned a couple of things about people, places, and things, and about yourself, especially. And throughout your experiences this week on now with the moon in Virgo, this is where you need to make a couple of improvements. AKA maybe not talking to that person anymore, maybe apologizing, or maybe seeing things from their perspective and having that grown conversation that you needed to have. Really, this is where you can this is that energy this weekend to where you can actually do that, because you're going to be able to, with a grounded energy like Virgo, it's more of we're going to be able to comprehend what's really going on in our face. Because remember, it's like, think of realism, reality, earth energy. So you may receive a range of knowledge from some person, place, or thing, depending on whatever aspect that you're dealing with this weekend. Okay, that's going to be able to benefit you and other people, and however that plays out for you. Okay, so as far as yourself, you can focus on ways on how to just be very practical, earth energy. Organize some shit this weekend. Use Saturday as that day. Saturn rules Saturday, so you can do some disciplinary actions on Saturday instead of, like Friday, like today's Venus day, so you might get wasted and drunk. And then you might, you know what I mean? Like you can have a little bit of fun today, right? But then here comes tomorrow. You don't want to be so wasted to where you can't get things done that you need to get done. This is how you have the planets work for you, and use Saturday to maybe set up your week. Even Sunday, some people like to use Sunday as a prep day. I like to use Sunday as a rest day. To be honest with you, I like to get things done on Saturday. That way I can kind of rest on Sunday right before I head into the week and prep my energy for that. But everybody's different. So with this Virgo energy, you can really pay attention to the details, get things organized, clean some things out, clean out some old energy, feng shui something. You can even do like I said, whatever you experience throughout the week, you can work on yourself, on how you can improve yourself. Like maybe this looks like, what? All week I didn't even, do my laundry or wash my car, or I forgot to floss, or, like little self-care routines. Maybe you dipped out because you were so busy, or you just weren't in the mood. You had a lot going on. And so now use this weekend to kind of get back into the routine of things. So pay attention to where you were slipping as far as physically, mentally, and emotionally, right? It's a very favorable kind of an energy when the moon's in Virgo. Like I said, it brings like a pureness, purifying, purity. Think of that word. What do you think of moon in Virgo? So major self-care routines, since Virgo's an earth energy. Go get a pedicure, go get a massage, get a manicure, get a facial, do some healthy habits this weekend for you, and just organize your life pretty much. I love moon in Virgo because now I'm like getting all my lists together. I got lists downstairs, I got lists in my room, I got a list in the bathroom, I got a list here, so now I can gather all my lists together and make sure, like, start crossing things off. Like, did I do that? Did I do that? Did I do that? Okay, and then narrowing it down, and then like getting really fine into the details here. That way you can engage in other tasks, you know, whether it's just for your own personal growth or whether it's something that you're working on or working towards, right? Just make your life make sense and do what's best for you in the midst of this, using this energy. Whew, cat hair. So what else? I know everyone's gonna probably ask me because we have Venus sextile Uranus. I pretty much did I talk about that? I'll talk about that later. I'm not gonna talk about the aspects right now. I'm just trying to get like an idea as far as what's going on. Oh, okay. A lot of I like to call them quincies, quincuts, however the fuck you say that. So as far as love, everyone can be very, you know, when it comes to love, this is an influential kind of an energy here. The way we take care of our connections and our relationships, like I said, there could have been something that happened this past week with all these Aquarius. What's up, kids in the building? There could have been some things that happened, so use this weekend to maybe solve a couple of problems or rifts or tiffs that you had with your coworker, that you had with your, you know, your loved ones, your family, your kids, whoever, your lover, or someone you're dating, or whoever. This could be a grand weekend to create some type of harmony when there was a little bit of destruction or something was not clear. This is how you can gain some clarity, okay? I encourage you, with the moon being in Virgo, the sun being in Gemini and the moon being in Virgo, which are both ruled by the same planet, this will allow some open, honest communication, right? You see how all this kind of correlates and works together? So it's a really good time to be like, you know what? Because I know I got one more conversation I got to have this weekend, and I'm like, oh, I'm like looking at my phone like, dang, I'm going to wait until, you know, I'm done doing my duties and get my mindset to where I can go have that conversation, because I may need to talk to somebody about something. So this is a good time to be open and honest with your partner or any ships that you're sailing right now at this time. You know, just be very mindful, because Virgo energy, you can be very overcritical. You can be very picky or nitpicky kind of an energy, like a tit for tat kind of an energy on the, because remember, you got to think of the opposite of, you know, the light and the dark of each zodiac, right? So, and sometimes Virgos want to perfect something or want something so bad. It's like, let's say, for example, you have a conversation with somebody that didn't get it throughout the whole week because of all those squares that were happening, right? And so you're trying to talk to them now when the moon's in Virgo this weekend, and you're having that conversation, but they're just still not getting it. And you're trying to like say all different types of ways and trying to perfect everything and make sure everything's all good, but they still just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, damn, it's like the Virgo energy can really drive you crazy, because Virgos, they never give up. They're like very ambitious kind of an energy. It's like a go, I'm going to conquer, and you know, I'm going to make something happen. So try not to nitpick a person because they maybe don't see something your way, or they don't know how to describe it, or they don't know how to, you know what I mean? Just be a little gentle. Like, I can't find the word specifically, but just don't be overcritical. Like, try not to judge them too much based off of how they react and respond to whatever it is that you're telling them. Or even to yourself. Try not to judge yourself. Try not to be overcritical of yourself this weekend. You know, let's say you didn't get to do certain things throughout the week, and now finally you have the weekend to do it. Just like, dang, I was supposed to do this on Tuesday. I didn't get it done. And now I got to deal with this circumstance or experience right now. You know, just like, as long as you have a solution, just execute it and move along. Like, and, you know, put your best foot forward as you're, you know, stomping out that experience that you're having right now that you got to deal with. You know what I mean? And just move on, okay? Because you can be very critical of yourself and beat yourself up with this energy. So try to do the opposite, right? That's why you have me to tell you these things. And love on yourself a little bit more. Now, as far as any type of ships you're sailing with Moon and Virgo, I'm trying to look at what else do we have going on. It's just good to really, like I said, do self-care routines. Because we do have the Mars is trining with Neptune too. We also have, okay, so really focus on trying to be efficient with yourself and other connections that you have right now while the moon's in Virgo. So what does this kind of look like? Well, this can look like, you know, improving on maybe, you know what, I'm sorry I didn't get to text you back. I just know that if I'm busy and I don't reply back to you, if you don't see that it's red or whatever, that means I was kind of busy. I was doing something, but I was going to get back to you. You know, like those little fine details somebody might want to know, because some people, they didn't do enough shadow work to where they're going to be like, oh, they're not interested, or they don't care, or you know, you have people like that in your life. They just make up any old story, then they go run with it and take a whole mile and stretch it out, and then, you know, of course they're wrong, right? But they don't know that yet until they speak with you. So even you can do this to people as well. You can go off on a tangent thinking this person doesn't like me, or they're not even interested, or they don't care about what I got going on. They knew I had something to do this weekend and they must have forgotten. They don't even care. You know what I mean? Like, you can create a whole jacked up circumstance for yourself based off of your thinking and your thoughts, because you're going way too into the details. You're like over analyzing everything, and that's that Virgo energy. So you got to kind of be careful of that too. So make sure that you are, you know, let somebody know when you were irresponsible so that you can be responsible for the next time and take accountability for your actions. And for yourself, you know, if you knew you had something to do and to accomplish, or you had an appointment or whatever, now you had to reschedule it, and now everything's all thrown off, and you know what I mean? Those are your consequences, right? So you got to be more attentive to your needs. It's just letting you know, like when you're late for something or you miss something, that just means you're really not putting you're not paying attention to the details of what's going on in your life right now. You need to kind of sit back and chill, or you might have too much on your plate. You might have to eliminate some things, move some things around, change your priorities a little bit. You see how that works? So yeah, that's pretty much that. Taking care of the small details, with planning things out, getting more organized. And then also too, like, try not to take on too much. Virgos like to take on a lot of stuff. Like, they'll be having like 10 million projects in the world going on, and then they could miss something in the background. So that's why I always say, like, kind of loosen up certain duties or responsibilities and obligations that you have if you can, and maybe delegate it to your kids or delegate it to your loved one, or try not to take on too much at work and trying to play superhero. You know what I mean? Like, just like keep it cool for the weekend when you're at work. Anyways, so as far as money, is an earth sign, and we still got a lot of planets here that are chilling in Taurus. Let's see what we have going on as far as the Taurian energy. Yeah, we got a couple of squares, still got, like, well, not a couple, a lot. Especially with the planets that are in Taurus, which we have, what, Jupiter, Uranus. Yeah, we got some activity with that. A lot of Pluto energy, you guys. A lot of Pluto energy. And Pluto is in Aquarius retrograde right now for the time being. So I just feel like here with money, just stay very practical, trying to overspend. I know it's a holiday weekend. Pay attention to your financial matters. I remember doing a video a long time ago. This is like a cool little side note. You know, whoever thought I would be able to use this right now as a reference? So the one thing that's killing our finances is all these goddamn big business holidays. You work so hard every single week. You work 40 to 80 hours every single week, whatever it is, or every 2 weeks, right? To get a paycheck, right? And then all of a sudden, here's a holiday. And then now, not just the big business holidays, but they've added all these little mini nuanced holidays in each and every single month. So let's run it down. We've got New Year's in January, and then we have, like, what, February is Valentine's Day. March is like spring break and St. Patty's. We got April Fool's Day, and then I don't even know what else is there. But you catch my drift, right? And then Mother's Day, Father's Day, and here it goes. Like, you know, the Halloweens, the Thanksgivings, the whatever. Every single month, it's like made up so you can just put your money right back into the economy and go broke again. You know what I'm saying? So you got to really pay attention to what you're spending your money on, and make sure it's you know, of value. So like I said, if you're gonna have family events this weekend and you know you're doing things for the weekend with people, you're going places, make sure you create a budget for yourself before you go out, before you get sauced up. You know what I mean? You're like, all right, I took care of this, boom, bam, pow. All right, so this is my petty cash. I like to call it petty cash. I have like cat hair on my lip. This is my petty cash for the weekend. So there it goes. Fucking cat hair. I swear to God, I'm like a cat. Ugh. Just took off my lipstick. So there you go. Now you know your petty cash budget for the weekend on what you can spend. And then if you don't spend anything, if you spend all of that, then, you know, you might have a couple of little sponsors when you go out because of your energy. People might want to pay for your drinks or pay for, you know, a plate or whatever have you, know, however it plays out for you. If you have that energy, you know how to work your little magi and get what you need and get what you want. I don't know why I just said that, but that sometimes happens, you know, if you're just a cool person and you're out there living life. I know when I go out, that always happens. Like somebody wants to cater, like, and let it happen. You know, take it as like a gift from the goddamn universe. You know what I'm saying? Like good juju coming in. You're not manipulating anybody. You're not swaying anybody. It's an organic exchange there. I'm talking to you, engaging in conversation. I'm giving you my time and energy. And then, oh, you want to pay for my dinner? You want to pay for my drinks? Whatever. Sometimes it just happens like that. Or somebody lets you go in front of them in line when you're totally rushing to get to the event. You know, you never know. They're like, oh, you can go ahead. And you're like, what? Really? Thanks, man. Like, you know, that's a gift too. You know what I'm saying? You never know how these can happen. That's why I say always pay attention to everything around you, what's going on. There could be synchronicities that are occurring and that let you know you've planted some really grand seeds for yourself and to have the good dharma coming through for you, okay? AKA karma. So as far as money, yeah, just budget, be careful of what you're investing in. This weekend we might feel inclined to, you might want to kind of organize, you know, your bills. We are towards the end of the month, you know, rent's almost due, right? So people might be making sure they got everything covered before they go, you know, balls to the walls this weekend because it's a holiday weekend. You see how it just plays right before rent, right? You see how they set that shit? It's a setup. It's all set up. So you really got to be careful because then you don't want to come after you come off of your high and your vacation or whatever adventures you had and here goes, oh, damn, I got to pay rent. Damn. Like, do I have enough? Like, you don't want to be in those. I've been in those years ago. I've been in those cases. So that's why you want to look at the forecast. What's going on? What's happening? What are you tapping into? Worry about your personal finances. You know, look at your financial records, organize earth energy, paying attention to the details as far as money goes, right? Because you could be faced with some financial challenges with these squares that we got going on. And you don't want that come Monday or come Tuesday or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got it. And you're like, damn, I got to put gas in the car, so I got to put food in the fridge. My animals need, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to end up, because it'll create more drama if you don't just set yourself up real good now. As far as, I think I talked about this yesterday, but we do have Venus, which is in Taurus. It's sextiling, which is a grand, a beautiful opportunity for us here, the sextile, okay? And Uranus is in Taurus. So Venus, we all know, rules love, money, relationships, things that we value. And then we have Uranus as far as like the unexpected, the innovation of ideas, how we can change things. So a sextile is really good. So that's very favorable. So think of someone, let's say, I don't know, you're a person that you work at the bakery, you know, at the store, and you're like, yeah, you're like making, you know, designing all the fine little details of everything and making it all cute, you know, for the bakery. That's the Venus sextile Uranus energy, right? Because that's a lot of earth energy. And so, you know, paying attention to the detail of every flower you're going to make on the cake or cookies or whatever have you. You know what I mean? That's Virgo energy, like being very consistent, making sure it's a high quality piece of, you know, dessert, something that someone ordered or some shit, like for a birthday or a party or for Memorial weekend. You know what I mean? Like pay attention to that. It's like consistently putting in that energy, Moon and Virgo. So then we have Sun in Gemini. So now it's like, just because you put all that effort and time and energy into your cookies or that cake, and now that person's gonna purchase it from you, right? And then they're gonna tell somebody else, yeah, Alex over there, he made a bomb ass cake and I only paid $40. Like, because you put your foot into it, as they call it, right? And you made it all nice. And then now even maybe the bakery where you work at is like, you know what, Alex, we're gonna give you every Friday, we're gonna do an Alex special design, you know, Sun in Gemini. Like, and it just opened up so many doors just because you did that, you know, by word of mouth, and also where you work at too. And now everybody's posting pictures on social media of your nice little cake or cookies that you made. So yeah, that's a little, I don't know why I thought it was a cute little scenario. Probably because I want a goddamn cookie right now. But so right now, while the moon is in Leo, let's talk about a few aspects for today, which is that one too. We have the little, it's a quincunx, but we over here on my channel, we call it a quincy, okay? Because it's cute. Just so that you're aware. So, so pretty much, the moon is in Leo at this current time, and then we have this quincy with Pluto retrograde. This is not so favorable. Quincy's, think of them as a little bit of tension, just a little bit. It can be very, how do I say it, because the moon's still in Leo, which is a fire sign, so this can be very dramatic kind of an energy. Because the moon is, you know, how we express, react, and respond, right? And then to have a little bit of tension with Pluto right now, which is in Aquarius, which is an air sign, it's retrograding. That can mean that there's like a little bit of rebellious energy when we're trying to transform something or make something better. I'm trying to find the words here. So let's say, for example, you want to try and talk to somebody, like I said, have that conversation. I need to go talk to somebody right now. Moon in Virgo this weekend though, right? But right now the moon's in Leo. So, and they text you or they call you and you're just kind of not ready. Like, and you have the conversation trying to reconcile something, whether it's a friendship or a lover, and you're trying to express your emotions to this person and whatever it is that you desire within the connection, and they just don't get it. They don't hear you. It's like they don't want to change. They don't want help. They're just going to stay the same, and then you guys are back to the same cycle again. That's kind of like the best scenario I can come up with for you guys, or example. It's like a push and a pull. It's like you guys both want each other, but then it's only one person's doing the work and the other person's not. But it's like you guys want to be together, and then so there goes the arguments, there goes the riffs and tiffs. Oh, he gonna call me in a couple days anyways. Or yeah, if I call her next week, she gonna answer. You know what I mean? It's that energy. And you see how that plays out in real life? Like, that's really what be happening sometimes. So if you have that happening, or if you have had that happen before, that's what that little quincy is all about. Just to give you a little scenario. So, but also too, it can, you know, let's say people can really be trying to contribute on a larger scale as far as to the community or at work, or you know, whatever like societal groups are out there, whatever you're involved in as far as your community. There can be a little bit of rifts and tiffs between, you know, wanting maybe like personal recognition. Okay, let's say Sally over there, she's the one that coordinated this whole event. We're gonna give out for Memorial Day weekend. We're gonna feed the homeless today, and you know, she's part of an organization, and you know, she showed up kind of late, but all the food's there, so everybody else is passing it out. And here comes a news channel, and the news channel is on Becky. Becky's like, yeah, we've got food here. Come down to 44th and 8th. We've got, you know, we've got bags, and we got sandwiches, we got cookies, we got juice, we got water, we got the whole nine. Come through. And then here comes Sally looking like, but I did that. I did all of that. And she's taking, it's like she created it. Like, that could be that kind of an energy too. Like where you want to receive the recognition for the things that you put out. and you're not getting that, you know, and you did something real good for the community or something like that. No one knows that it was really you. So here goes Becky receiving everything while Sally sits in the goddamn corner pissed off. So it can be that kind of attention too. Let's see. Oh, we also have I think I talked, this is going on for a few days too. We have the North Node, which is in Taurus, doing a nice little conjunction function with Jupiter. Yeah, I think I did talk about this yesterday. This is where we can grow and develop and just cultivate whatever Taurian qualities that we have going on. It amplifies all the Taurian traits and brings a little bit more opportunities for us. So conjunctions are good. Think of conjunction function, like it makes things function. It's an aspect that makes things function, pretty much. You can think of it like that. So think of it as a good thing. Just really embracing, you know, maybe you're creating something, you're doing a project, you're appreciating the simple things in life pretty much for the most part. And with Taurian energy, this can pertain to like food, like I said, gardening, or just being eco-friendly and, you know, things of that nature. And also you can pertain it to your own like personal endeavors, like your assets, land, resources, things of that nature. So let's say, for example, let's say Michael down the street, he's hollering, he's your neighbor, and he's like, yo, you know, I just hit the lottery. Like, now I have so much money, I'm about to just buy this and buy that and do this and do that, you know. So he has a lot, you know, he can expand his financial portfolio right now. And then now he's telling everybody about his successful journey. He started his own business. I'm an entrepreneur now. This is how I did it. And, you know, I'm building a thriving business. I have all these luxury goods for the community now. I started in my garage and now we're here. I got a business over on 48th and 9th. You know what I mean? Come see me. So it's like, it can be that. Like, he's showing his journey of how he persevered because he made a wise investment with his money instead of just going shopping and, you know, buying things that are just going to be ripped away from him or just going to go take a trip really quick. He actually invested his money into something that's going to have his money make babies for him, and he's also able to help him and his family, and he can help the industry as well. So that's a way, you know, this energy, you can really achieve a lot of abundance. You know, you can bring a lot of prosperity if you know how to handle all the keys that are handed to you. So like I said, you guys, this is a really grand energy. Like I said, we've got a lot of Taurian energy going on. It's a lot of North Node activations here. So you can really be focused and stay diligent, continue to work on yourself and the tasks at hand, whatever you got going on or whatever vision you have for yourself. You can really do some grand things with your life. This can be some life-changing energy. And that's why I'm here to tell you guys, you know, to work with it. I'm with you guys too. I'm working with the energy too, so that I can, you know, make certain aspects of my life even better than they are now. You know, even though I appreciate where I'm at right now, you know, I can always have more options, right? More options is a grand thing. So that's pretty much that energy as well. But I do want to say tomorrow, so since we have Sun in Gemini, right? Air sign, it's squaring up with Jupiter. Squares are challenges, right? I mean, with Saturn, I'm sorry. And Saturn's in Pisces at 6 degrees. Golly gee williger. So Saturn, it's going to be there, what, for another year, I want to say? It's in my sign. Saturn and Neptune are both in Pisces. Like, so if you see me doing a lot of major changes, you'll know why. Anyways, so when the Sun in Gemini is squaring up with Saturn, there could be a lot of inner conflict as far as yourself, okay? You may not want to do the things that you want to do. You might be doubting yourself. You might have a little bit of fear. You might not want to get out there. Let's say, for example, if you're a person that's an introvert and you have trouble with conversing. I literally just did a video on communication. and you have trouble speaking to the public or something like that. You know what I mean? But you gotta do it. You gotta stay disciplined. It's something that you gotta do for your betterment. But it's hard for you to do that because you're doubting yourself. It's like you are stopping yourself from something. So it could be some type of inner conflict. I don't know, I just use that as an example, but some type of communication challenges too, because the sun is in Gemini and it's ruled by Mercury. It's the planet of communication. So it could be within conversations with other people. It could be the things that you're telling yourself or the thoughts that you have in your mind. It's like you got to find clarity some form or fashion. If you go in a room and you don't feel like you have clarity and you feel like you're being smothered and you shouldn't be there, well, you need to go to another room. Like, you know, you ain't got the key for that room. You know what I mean? You got to go. That way you can gain clarity for yourself. So, you know, you can have conversations with people and they maybe just not getting what you're saying. Like, that's a person like where you're trying to help them and they don't want no goddamn help. They don't want no solution. If you, like 9 times out of 10, like family members, friends, if you really think about it, sometimes people don't even want solutions. It's like they want to be in a riff or a tiff. Like they want to go through all these challenges and they want to be just full of aggression and mad at the world and angry. Like this is mostly like baby boomers though too. You know, they're set in stone and like, I don't want to do that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's mostly the baby boomers, but, you know, there's some people that are our age that are out there doing that still. So you can have, you know, challenges with communication in that form or fashion, or challenges at work, you know, with a work buddy or in your relationship or any type of friends. You know, you can just really kind of like, this is like a doubting kind of energy to me because it's dealing with Saturn, which is the planet of discipline and trying to get shit together, right? You have to also recognize too that Saturn can be with whatever you're working on, like I said, your career, but it can also be a fated karmic event that you have to deal with. I would say look personally in your chart to see exactly what that is and where Saturn's transiting for you. And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about and you'll know exactly what to work on. In the midst of you trying to better yourself or trying to achieve something, there's just a little bit of a blockage your way. It's kind of like, you know, when you're running track and they have the little hurdle thing, you might have actually hit the hurdle and fell. You know what I mean? You might do that unless you know how to work with the energies and play it out to where you just, your foot might hit the hurdle, but you still keep going. You know what I mean? Like, so that's that on Saturday. What else do we have going on? Same thing. North Node is still conjuncting with Jupiter. I already talked about that. Let's see what's going on Sunday. Sunday. Sun squaring up with Saturn. Oh, we have a cute little sextile on Sunday. So the moon will be in Virgo on Sunday, right? And we have the sextile, which is another window of opportunity for us there. And it's with Venus, the planet of love, money, relationships, things that we value. So I really like this. This is lots of harmony when it comes to your emotions and, you know, finding love within doing the practical things in life. You know, it's when they say it's the little things, that's kind of like what this energy looks like here. Appreciating the beauty of it all, of whatever circumstance you have right now at this time. You know that maybe there was a trip or event that you were supposed to go to for Memorial Weekend, but, you know, the way things kind of planned out, you and your husband or something, you guys didn't have enough money, or you yourself, like you couldn't join in the festivities because you had to work or something like that. And so, you know what, you're just like, you know what, I need to relax anyways. I kind of want to be to myself. I got some things I got to work on and iron out. I'm just going to Netflix and chill it, you know, and just really enjoy the beauty of having time alone. Instead of like always trying to go out and be in the scene or be in the party in the limelight. You know what I mean? Like you're really just appreciating where you're at and trying to gain that. This is even like having emotional stability within yourself. You know what I mean? Instead of like acting all crazy and like, man, I gotta work. I'm pissed off because I really wanted to go. You know what I mean? Instead of going off at the handle, you're more like, you're emotionally stabilized. You're like, okay. Because remember, Venus is in a Taurus energy, and Tauruses are like chill, laid back. They're very solid. Like they're just, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? They're just chill. I always call them the smooth operators, Taurus energy on a good day. So also too, you know, with this moon in Virgo sextiling Venus, this could also be too, like maybe wanting to just, you might find a beauty for, let's say for example, you had a goal in mind, right? Like you want to lose weight or something, and it's just been hitting you. Like you're getting all the signs, but you haven't even started. You see it on social media, like get this pill or start this fruit smoothie or do this, you know, anything pertaining to your health, and you just keep dodging it and ducking it and dodging it and ducking it. So this weekend, you're like, you know what? I don't have to work. I might do like a whole cleanse. Like I just might do a whole cleanse. That way I ain't got to go nowhere, and I'll be living in my bathroom all day. And I'll be fine with doing it. And you're like, I'm finally getting it out the way. Like, I just need to get it done and do a detox. Like, I need to detox all the shit that I ate all week. Or I just need to detox everything. Like, my whole body. I just need to flush it out. And this is you kind of going towards your health and well-being of that Taurian energy. And feeling good about yourself while doing it. Moon in Virgo. So, I had so much dreams about weight. Oh, dang. Was I talking to you? I didn't mean to. I was just doing a general point, but that could be a sign. Pay attention to your dreams. Whenever the moon shifts in a different zodiac sign, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to where your dreams are at and the scenarios that are occurring and the colors too, if you dream in color. It's really important. It can be very telling, and any numbers that you see too. A lot of you guys probably receive messages in your dreams and you don't even realize it. And if you're not having any dreams, you're just not creating enough spark or fire within your life, within the things that you need to be doing as far as on the creative end. You're probably just a person that maybe like you just work all damn day, like 14-hour days, and then by the time you get home you're tired, you don't do anything else. You don't contribute to nothing that you like to do for fun, or nothing that you don't have no hobbies. You gotta have nothing going on in your life to never ever dream. But if you do dream, pay attention to them and write them down. I have a dream journal. I have so many dream books. I feel like I wish I had someone that can read every single one of my dream books and then find like a common denominator, kind of like a message or story. I'm pretty sure there's something in there, but I always try and do it. I get it, and I get all my books together. Then I start like trying to categorize. I'm like, okay, I've seen these numbers. This is the color. Okay, I was flying. Okay, I was outside and everything was like a mall outside, and like, you know what I mean? Like I start writing stuff down and I'm like, I can't, I don't know, it's too much, it's too much. So I just try and I write it out first, and then as I go throughout my day, I might refer back to it maybe towards the end of the night if I do. Sometimes I don't. And then I'll try and research, you know, the meanings of the things that I've seen in my dreams, and like, oh, and I'll be like, did it play out today? Because that's another thing, that'd be like a whole premonition, but I always do that so I can kind of see how things play out. I always try to do it like right when I write out my dreams though. I'd be like, I'll grab my phone and be like, what's this mean? What's that mean? Da, da, da. You know, or I'll know already what some things mean, but not all, because it all depends on what's going on in your dreams. You need what, a cleanse or a dream journal? But anyways, guys, so that is the those are the aspects on what to look out for today and this weekend. Let's just move along. Let's go to the collective spread. I know you guys are sick of hearing me talk about that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I should be a little bit more positive about that. I try and do real life scenarios or examples so you guys can understand, because reading astrology, it's like a whole nother world. I feel like I'm going to be learning astrology. It's like a lifelong thing. I feel like it's just never ending. There's always something that I'm learning, and I've been tuned into this for years, but I'm just now bringing it to my channel because I feel comfortable now with talking about it. But I'm still learning too. You know what I mean? I'm learning something all the time. There's so much to it. Oh my God, there's so many different charts and so many things you can use, so many tools you can use to find out about yourself. It's so cool. Like it's like a never ending day of Christmas for me. Like it's just so, you can unravel a lot. She said both. So you guys know, when I do the collective portion, we're doing Tarotstrology, where I incorporate tarot and astrology as well as numerology. The deck that I'm using, if you guys are wanting to know, it's the Spirit Guide deck, but hold on. It's the Cosmo deck. Where's the book? I know I have it somewhere in here. Oh no. Hold on. That is weird. Hold on, maybe I'm not looking at it right. Yeah, there it is. Oh, there goes the candy. Maybe that's a sign I need a piece of candy. Spirit of the Cosmos deck by Joan Zonian. She has her own meanings of what it means, upright, reverse. You can use that. But I'm an intuitive reader, so however it comes out for me is the message that we're going to get. Anyways, so let's get started. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm tripping. I think because I jumped on so late, I just went gung-ho for it. This is my goddamn dentist appointment. And I didn't think I was going to be able to go live with you guys. Oh, that's weird. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Anybody have plans this weekend? Any plans for the weekend? Okay. Okay, so now that we've got that going, then we can get a little piece of candy. Homework? Oh, what are you going to school for? Or what are you learning? Or you guys know that when I do the collective spread, I time stamp everything, right? So we're doing Tarotstrology. After that, we're gonna use our energy deck. Oh, business. Ew. Should I do individual signs? I think I'm gonna do individual signs. But I'm also doing Moonology. You know, every time the moon switches gears, we bust this deck out because it's me telling the truth. And then I'll do the individual wheel because we have time. Business management and administration. Oh wow. I did that for my as part of my minor for my BA. Alright guys, let's get started. What is something that we need to see? What do we need to pay attention to for this weekend when the moon is in Virgo? Or leading up to the moon in Virgo. So when I went to the dentist today, I haven't had no cavities. I've been doing so good. And he tells me I got a little baby, like a little sliver of a cavity, he thinks, because from when I had braces. It's like the tiniest speck on my tooth. I'm like, that's a cavity? I'm like, you sure that ain't a piece of pepper? Like, what? Anything to get money, right? And then here I go, I'm like eating hella candy, but I just started that. I don't know why. I never was like a candy popper. Probably because the goddamn dentist gave it to me and I just fell into the goddamn trap. Okay, so that's there. We got that here. Boom. Okay. Let's pull up the charts just in case I see anything here. So we still have the moon in Leo. So we have 7 of Wands here in reverse. Okay. Now, this is that energy. This is Mars energy. Leo's a fire sign. It's so funny because we have Mars and Leo right now, pretty much for the most part. As far as I see here, that's kind of like the energy of Mars squaring Jupiter. And Mars opposing Pluto. This is like kind of having a fight between, damn, do I take action on these goals? Do I take action on trying to do something new to better my life? Like, what is it that I need to put my time and energy into? You know, it's like having like a teeter-totter moment between this is what I desire, but this is where I really need to put my energy into. So this can look like distractions and things of that nature, like actually going towards what's comfortable versus the uncomfortable. Not wanting to fight for the uncomfortable side of things, like scared to change, scared to take action on things that might even better your life, scared to go outside of the box, because you got to get out of being comfortable sometimes in life. I say most of the time, to gain the comfortable life. So you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable to gain the comfortable life. I used to say that as a saying years ago. So this is that energy. You know, some people, you just don't have the fight in you because you're scared to change, or there's something that maybe you just need to go work on a little bit more. Repetition is the mother of skill. Learn how to master yourself and your energy and figure out what's stopping you. 9 times out of 10, you're stopping yourself from creating some type of action or change in your life that you want to see happen. So sometimes we have to do things a little bit differently than what we've been doing. Throwing out the old patterns and behaviors and ways of doing everything, the old knowledge and things, and learning something new. Obtaining a new skill, or maybe like freshening up on something. You could have learned something a long time ago, and now you're here to take action on it, but it's kind of outdated. So you got to update it like a computer, right? You got to update the software every now and then. So you might have been not taking action on something, and now you kind of missed the boat on that one, and now you're trying to bring it out now, and it's like you might have to brush up on some skills or add some things in, and you might get frustrated or angry, Mars energy. You might just be like, I don't want to do it anymore, forget it, like, screw this is too hard, you know, woe is me. So that's that energy. You might not want to fight for something right now when you really need to be doing the opposite of that and taking action. With this Mars and Leo energy is perfect time to do that. Mars is a planet of action, and Leo likes to get things lit. Okay? So I like that. That came out, because it's a reminder to say, kind of like, don't give up on yourself. I don't know how I just moved all of this at once. Kind of like, don't give up on yourself. The fuck? Hold on. Don't give up, don't give up. Didn't that used to be a commercial? Shit. God damn it. All right. So, and the reason why I say this, don't give up, is because we can have so many ideas and passions and things that we want to do and go after, but we could be scared because what if we're not successful, or what if it doesn't work out? Well, you never know until you try. This is what that Mars and Leo energy is all about. Leo's the person that comes with, you know, all of that, right? You gotta really think about this, guys. Don't be too scared, or don't let anyone try and tell you that you can't do it. That's what I say. So this can be like a stuck energy. You can feel stuck, like there's a challenge at something that you're going after right now. Like kids, right now, you know, you got homework and stuff. What was my major? Oh, gosh, I have an AA in psychology. I have a BA in human services and management. I have a master's in health administration with a minor in nursing education. All just a goddamn piece of paper. Short, Jesus. Anyway, so this can be like, you know, maybe you're stuck on something, you know, and when you're stuck, maybe you need to change your perspective. Maybe you need to change your outlook. Maybe you need to change the way that you're going about it so that you're not in a stuck energy or it's stagnant, you know, because that's kind of Leo energy is a fixed sign. So you could be fixated on the idea of doing something. It can be stuck up here, but you're not really taking action on it. Hence, 7 of Wands in reverse. So you just got to be, you know, really careful, because we do have, yeah, that's the Mars squaring up with Jupiter and Mars opposing Pluto. You could be missing out on those opportunities that could be very grand for you right now with that Jupiter energy. So, but that's the square that could be playing out too. And that's on what, Sunday? Yeah, so just make sure that, you know, make sure that it's actually you getting in your own way and not a person or place or thing. Because if it's someone else you got to deal with, goddamn, and they're stopping you, you got to, I hope you recognize it. You know what I mean? I hope you know exactly who it is and how to move out that situation. As the sirens go. That was for somebody. Okay. So we do also have here 4 of Pentacles in reverse. You know what? You guys, I like to do reversals first. This is look at this masculine energy, 7 and 4. So if you're trying to build a foundation for yourself, okay, and you're trying to make a name for yourself, let's just say you're trying to, you know, be successful in your own way, in your own life, and whatever realm you're living in and what you got going on, and you're just trying to be good at doing it. However, there's something that you're giving your time, attention, and money towards that you shouldn't be. Someone's either draining your energy, or you're depleting, or someone's depleting your pockets, or you're doing it, or you're draining your own goddamn energy just by pouring into other people's cups or whatever it is that you're involving yourself in. It could be a Capricorn. This is Capricorn energy, okay? This could also be who you're talking to, Mercury energy, the things that you're telling yourself, okay? Like limiting beliefs and things of that nature. Or like I said, the conversations that you're having with other people. You could be like in this mode of, I want to get shit done, I have stuff to do, there's, you know, I want to accomplish whatever I got going on, but yet you're gossiping over there with somebody about shit that doesn't even matter. And that could, like, you're putting all your time and energy into that, and you're not putting into your endeavors and things that you got going on. So think of 4 of Pentacles in reverse. You're supposed to be really restraining, like holding on to what you got, you know what I mean? Because you are the esoteric coin, you are the bag, you know, being a little bit stingy with that, knowing where to invest your time and energy and money into. And some of us may not be doing that. So we got to pay attention to who we're giving our time and energy to, because you can't get that back. And then also the things that you're investing in. You, instead of investing in that $1,000 purse, maybe put it into your business, or maybe go buy something to help you start your business. Or, you know, whatever it is, that's what it looks like. You might be doing that, okay? But you're talking like, oh my God, I want this, I want that, I want to have, you have this grand vision for yourself. You're telling all your friends and everybody what you're working towards, but you're not practicing the things that you're saying, aren't matching your actions. Practice and preach. So you're not matching your actions here with this 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, you might say you want all this, but you ain't really doing it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not really literally like serious about it. Okay, so be aware of that in whatever aspect that plays out in your life, whether this is health, wealth, love, relationships, finances, whatever it is. But I feel like it's more pertaining to where you're putting your time and energy into, as far as, you know, who you're talking to, like friends, or the things you're saying to yourself. You could be doubting yourself, fear, just being very negative in your mind, and so you're going to produce negative results. If you don't believe in yourself, how the hell is anybody else going to believe in you? If you're not loving on yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody else? That's where that saying comes from. So pay attention to that, okay? Let's see, with Mercury, we do have the moon trining with Mercury. That's a good deal. And that's been happening. That's at 9 degrees. And that's going to be, what? That's Sunday. Let me go back. Trines are good, people. Yep. Moon trine Mercury when it goes into Virgo. So that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. So that should allow you to talk to yourself a little bit nicer. Don't be so hard on yourself when you have to get things done. We know Capricorn likes to really start stuff and do things for themselves, versus get help from other people. So that then if they do it for themselves and they build something up, then they like when people are coming to them, oh, can you do this for me, Cappy? Oh, Cappy, I know you got that going on. Can you help me with that? Like, they love that when people can ask them. Like, they like to be useful in some form or fashion. You know what I mean? That's like Capricorn energy right there. So you just have to pay attention. It's super crucial, the conversation that you could be having with people. Okay. Oh, but that's great. I know it's a lot of school. It also, you know, golly, I don't even want to say the words, but yeah, it was an experience. Okay. So moving along, we do also have here, we do also have here the High Priestess in reverse too. And this is moon energy. So remember, like I said, when the moon moves into Virgo, it's giving us that pure sense. It's like purifying your water, right? Purifying how you react and respond to whoever and whatever situation that you have going on. So this looks like in reverse that you're not doing that. You're just like, you know what, I'm just gonna deal with this muddy, I'm just gonna drink this nasty ass water. Can you put some ice in it? Like, you know, you don't even care about doing that. This could look like, you know, you might have to deal with a couple of things to get over some things emotionally, so that you can have a better, you know, you can have mental stability, you know, and you might not want to have to do that. Looks like someone not utilizing their intuition, going with their gut, right? Not wanting to see the fine details. Like, you knew you had a hint. You knew he was messed up. You knew he ain't changed. And you still want to talk to him. You know what I mean? I love him, though. And you're like digmatized. No. So it could be that. You know what I'm saying? It could be that energy. So you got to really just make sure, even for yourself, though, like, mental health is so key when moving with all of these energies and having the planets work for you. So whenever they're shifting and jiving in these different signs, use it to your advantage and then correlate it with your own natal chart to find out those details. Where's the moon transiting for you in your chart? You know I'm always going to promote going back to you. Back to you, Bob. No. Once again, we do have this. I think this came out yesterday. This is the energy that's going up, 20-year energy, Pluto. 20 years. It's like a nice little soft reminder. It's retrograding in Aquarius right now, but it's going to go into Capricorn. We just talked about that. Like, literally. We just talked about it. So, are we working on things right now? Are we starting it up? You know, like I said, that's that Capricorn energy. Because as soon as Pluto goes into Capricorn, it's going to start spinning real fast. You're lucky it's retrograding right now. We're all lucky, right? This is giving us time to really set us up. See, it's like it's on the line of Aquarius in Capricorn. It's sitting there. I think, what is it? I think sometime next month. I think like in a few weeks. You know, like, what are we at? Probably like 2 or 3 weeks. It's about to just bam, go direct in Capricorn. So it's kind of like, get it together. Have you been creating plans? Have you been taking action? Like, it's internally, it's forcing us to go in internally to figure these things out. Get your mind clear on where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to do it, how you want it to play out, and focus, right? And map it out. Because Pluto's going to keep going in Aquarius, Capricorn, I think a couple more times. but it's going to be in Aquarius for 20 goddamn years. So it's a cute little reminder. You might need to cross some things out to allow some new things to come in. Like, let it go. You might got to let go of some things. I mean, we all do. I'm not excluded from this either. Okay? Ooh, we do also have the 9 of Chalices here. Real deep energy. I like that. It's giving, you know, with moon, Pisces is moon energy right here on this card. Okay, number 9 is kind of like the energy of, I always correlate the number 9 to endings, but it's also, you know, it has the curve in it, which is a feminine energy as well within the divine masculine. So, you know, this might be grand time to, it might ease the blow on that conversation that you have to have with that person that you got to let go. Like, look, hey, I know you got to work on some stuff. That's just not where I'm at right now, and I got to focus on what I got to do. It kind of makes it a nice little smooth little, like, getaway kind of an energy. Because you want all of your wishes fulfilled. You know, you don't want to sit there and you have all these grand things that you got going on for yourself. You know, think of all the chalices, 9 chalices just sitting there. Oh, like you just have all these grand things. You have your skill set, you got your schedule, you got, you know, you have things going for you pretty much in life. And you got a good head on your shoulders. You got goals, you got dreams, you got all this stuff, but you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. To somebody that's not actually fulfilling everything, or it's not even working on themselves, right? You don't want to put your time and energy into that. So that's hence where that last cup is. So you might have to sit with yourself and admit to yourself that you have to kind of let things go. And you can't react to certain things that you used to. You can't respond to certain people, places, and things like you used to. You have to do what's good for you. That way you can go to the number 10, which is to end the cycle and start a new journey to number 1. Okay? Going real deep with your emotions. Now, with Moon in Virgo, allows us to go really deep into the details of everything. So if you're doing shadow work or you're working on yourself, you can really figure out what are those things that I need to pinpoint once and for all, so I won't have to like repeat the same goddamn cycle. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, so that you can have room for new feelings and emotions and things of that nature, okay? Because also we have the Page of Chalices right next to it. That's why it made me kind of think of it. There might be something, pages bring messages. You might have to tell someone something or tell yourself something. Like finally get over something and move on. Tell yourself that you're good enough, you know? Like do all of your I am affirmations during a meditation or whatever ritual that you have going on, and really believe it. Okay, this is not, you know, love and relationships, they come and go. Relationships come and go, honey. Okay, so you know, sometimes, whether, I don't care if it's a friendship, a business partnership, a love relationship, you know, they just kind of come and go. You know, so, but you have to sit with yourself the whole time. Everybody's coming and going off the elevator, right? So in the midst of that, you have to be gentle with yourself, and you have to know, you have to set boundaries. You have to peep game on a lot of things that go on. This is water energy. You don't want to go against the tide, and this would be reversed. Okay, you don't want to go against the current. You have to just be honest with yourself about, you know, your feelings. Be truthful. Like I said, this is the energy, Moon and Virgo, to be very honest and be very detailed, be very black and white, clear, and concise communication. It is ruled by, you know, Sun and Gemini, ruled by Mercury. This is the energy to do it. Having conversation. I don't care if it's you telling someone, I'm sorry, I love working here, but it's not for me. I'm going to go ahead and go off and do what I got to do and focus on things that I need to do. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. I appreciate it. I learned so much. I can take these skill sets and, you know, utilize it in my own business. I appreciate it. 2-week notice. Boom. Done. Right? This looks like in a relationship, you know, actually telling someone, I love you unconditionally. However, the stage of my life right now at this point in time, I feel like there's things that you need to work on. There's things that I want to work on. My focus is different now. If we just so happen later on, maybe we'll match the same frequency and meet up again and come together, great, bamboo pow. But you can't be there to help fix somebody else's issues and problems when you got your own shit to worry about. And sometimes you have to have that tough, honest conversation with someone. Even telling yourself, if you've been beating yourself up for not getting shit done, 7 of Wands in reverse, or not actually removing yourself and saying no, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and you're wasting your time and energy on things, this looks like you talking to yourself in the mirror like, oh God, I gotta let this go. I just can't anymore. I'm tired of the hurt. I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired of being lazy. I'm tired of this. I'm just not helping myself. Oh my God, woe is me. Like, I need to get over this and feel that emotion for 5 minutes and get out of it. Come up with some solutions, right? However this plays out in your life. There's something that needs to be said. It's something that you need to tap into your heart chakra about. Because the keys to the heart is what matters the most through more than anything. Okay, you can't be happy. You can't make smart moves without your heart being straight, without you being comfortable in life in any moves that you make. It just doesn't work. You gotta take things. Sometimes you gotta take your key back. That you know how they always have, like in this deck. I'm thinking of this in this deck. They have a heart with a key hole, and then they have a key. So it's like sometimes you give your heart to somebody, aka a key to somebody. Sometimes you gotta take it back. That's just the name of the game. So hence why we have Ace of Chalices right after that. So give yourself a little bit more love and compassion. You have to love yourself more than you love anything else. How else can you live? I'm not gonna be in a connection where I see that I love you more than you love your goddamn self. How does that even make sense? Make it make sense. So you might have to use Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This is because this is a lot of water. You might have to use Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So you might not want to be telling everybody, oh, I just ended it with Bob. I had to break up with him. I had to let him go. You might not want to tell anybody that because it can hurt so bad. That's that secretive side of Scorpio, right? Oh, excuse me. And then you just might keep your ideas or new endeavors or new connections that you have to yourself as well moving forward. You might have the idea of, you know what, I'm just going to do X, Y, and Z. You know, Cancer energy. And then with Pisces, you're just going to have to like swim away, you know, kind of find ways to get your mind off of whatever it is that you got going on so that you can love on yourself a little bit more and be valued the way you're supposed to be valued. Value yourself and setting those boundaries and knowing what you deserve. And in the midst of that, you might have to swim away from a couple of things. You might have to swim away from people, places, or things. Okay? And fill your own cup up. You gotta find, there's so many ways you can fill your cup up. It's not just love, it's not just about money, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, there's other cases in the world where you have to fill your cup up first. I always make sure my chalice is full before I even get on the goddamn phone, before I reply to a text message, because I want to make sure that my mind is ready for it. And then I have the time, I have the space. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm going to call this person back or I'm going to text them back and see what they're into. You know what I mean? Like, I always make sure I'm good first. My cup is full first. Ace of Chalices. Then you'll feel better about your endeavors. You'll be able to see clearly and do-do-do. You won't be lost, you know, like in the sea. You'll be just swimming, jamming, like, You'll be cruising, you know what I mean? And then if you're not doing that, you're going to look like, where's Nemo? I can't find him. And then you're all just in the corner. Where's my mom? Dad? Are you there? Like, I don't know why I just thought of that movie. I should watch that. It's such a cute movie. Let's move on to the energy cards, guys. I think I'm in trouble with these planets. Why do you say that? Pisces is my moon, sun, and rising. You're triple water, kids? Golly. Yes, valuing self-love. Yes, valuing self-love. Exactly. So important. It's like that saying when you know, if there's an airplane that's going down and they say, everybody put their mask on, you have to make sure your mask is on first before you go and grab your spouse that's sitting next to you. How are you going to save them if you don't have your mask on first? Doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Because here's a case where if, you know, let's say I'm giving you all these goddamn solutions in life because I love you and I want to see you do well, and then it just goes one ear and out the other. That lets me know you don't love yourself. You don't love yourself enough to work on yourself, to change, and to take what I told you. There were some grand solutions, you know what I mean, in order to better yourself. You just want to be in either the woe is me energy, or you want to just sweep it over the rug as if nothing ever happened and just be like, ha ha ha, and laughing through life like a Sagittarius about all the serious shit that's going on in your life. You don't even want to deal with it. You just want to move on. That's the other side of Sag. They'll laugh their way through serious ass moments. Dude, somebody just broke into my car. Not saying it happened. Cancel that, but you know what I mean? Like, they'll laugh at it versus, like, you know what I'm saying, getting serious about it and wanting to change it. All right, so you guys, we're going to do some energy. Energy. Oh, just moon and rising. Oh, you're Scorpio. Sun in Scorpio. Okay. I love Scorpios. Sexy, sexy. All right, energy. Let's talk about it. I think every Scorpio I've ever met is just exudes sexual, or if you have a Scorpio signature, or ruling, you have a lot of, like, Mars rules your chart as a ruling planet. Okay, we're going through. See, there goes again. This is hand in hand. Let's pull it up. 4 of Pentacles with a man holding a coin in reverse. Okay? This is really buckling down, making sure we are giving our time and energy into the people, places, and things that matters to where it is that we're going. Okay? No more wasting time. No more, like, literally trying to figure it out and, you know, no, it's like we got to know exactly what we want and the steps on how to get there, and then work on that. And then everything else, you know, we have fated things that happen to us or events or whatever, but we know how to better handle them now than we did before because we've been working on ourselves. We know all about time and energy and things of that nature, right? So just knowing what you're investing in. 43 equals a 7 again, and taking action on that. Being mindful of what we're investing in, as far as literally with all this Taurian energy, as far as literally our financial forecast, as far as the money department goes, but also our actual time and energy. I always look at that as money too. So, okay. Making sure that we're paying attention to that, okay? But also taking action towards the things that matter to us. And this is more of that earth energy coming back in, having us look at reality of life, making sure that we're putting it towards our endeavors, right? So we have some decisions to make, okay? We have the indecision card here, but it has a number 8. When this card comes out, Little Red Riding Hood is like, I like to call it, I don't know why. Each road, it's gonna be a great road. It's not that it's bad. It's just that maybe one road might have a little bit more challenges, but it still goes the same way. And the other one, you know, it's just straight pew, you know what I mean? So we have to really, really utilize our discernment when making certain decisions. This is like Libra energy all over it. Like air sign, okay? So, you know, Libras be indecisive, but it could just be anybody. I'm just throwing it out there. But there could be so many opportunities and so many things that we see. And this is that shiny object syndrome. Is that the word? Shiny object syndrome? That doesn't even sound right saying it. Shiny object syndrome. That's probably what it's called. Where things look great, but, like, you know, not all money's good money. Not every opportunity is going to be a good opportunity for us to move forward in, but they're being presented. So that's when you have to make sure you got your head on right. You got everything going for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you're on the up and up. And you're paying attention to everything, keeping your head on a swivel, so that you can make the decision to go towards, because what's meant for you will always be meant for you, and certain people, places, and things are going to fall off, but it's just on the journey of how you're taking action, of how you're getting there. You know, you might be, you know, all of us have gone through situations in life where it kind of hindered us. It might have slowed us down. Life kind of seemed a little bit slow or stagnant and we weren't moving. It's because we kind of chose the wrong path in that moment. We veered off and took a detour. Now we got to find a way to get back. You know what I mean? So it's all happened to the best of us. So that's kind of just, what's that? Like, there's going to be challenges. It's like the walking into the unknown as well. We know sometimes we don't know what's going to happen. For the most part, right? So we gotta just we gotta make a decision. We gotta do it now, and we gotta go. Not to put any pressure on anybody, but it's kind of like a once and for all kind of an energy. Like, just do it, okay? However that pertains to you in your life. That way we can see victory, okay? At 28 equals 10, which is a number 1, so that we can have our new beginnings. Now, this is hella fire energy. We do have the Mars, Moon still in Leo right now. Mars is in Leo. Lilith's in Leo. So, you know, what are the things that you want to have victory with? What do you want to receive praise and recognition for? What do you have to offer as far as any type of intellect that people are going to want to pay attention to? Whether that's a skill set, whether that's some knowledge, you know, what is it? Okay? Because 9 times out of 10, if there's something that you have going on and people are paying attention to it, attention loves money, and then boom, bam, pow, it can help you prosper. You just unlocked, you know, all the light codes and keys that you need to be successful, period. So utilize the magician energy. Look at that, fire and water. Magician and the mirror. It's kind of like, what's that story? The Magi and the 3 something, I forgot. 53 equals a number of 8. This is a lot of divine feminine masculine energy. Fire and water. So it's kind of like looking at knowing when to, everything's water at the end of the day though, but I'm just, because of this card here, it's like knowing, it's like throughout life we got to put out fires, right? But sometimes we got to also keep things lit at the same token for our betterment in a sense here. And then knowing when we need to either swim away, go away, move out the way, into the unknown, right? Taking everything that we have and putting ourselves in a better place. And that's what water sign. Think of water energy. It's like more tap into our emotions, finding a nice balance between our emotions and our actions. So you don't want to, sometimes you don't want to act off of emotion because, like, for example, let's say, you know, a lot of us, we fall in love, right? The feeling of love, and we just kind of lose ourselves in the midst of us falling in love, and then all of a sudden now we can't make smart decisions and take action in our lives because we're so goo-goo-gaga in love and we become blind to everything else. Okay, so finding a nice balance with the whole love deal, like loving yourself, and also allowing yourself so that you can make the moves that you need to make in life, whether they're good or bad, okay? And knowing when opportunities are presented. We got a lot of 8s on here. We got a lot of opportunities that are here for us. It's just up to you where you're at in your life. If you're recognizing these things, if you're trying to open those doors, or if you're trying to unlock those doors, I should say, or if you even see them happening. If you don't have a lot of good things or a lot of opportunities happening to you right now, that's a tall telling sign. You might be forcing something or pushing towards something that that's not the arena that you need to be in if nothing's really happening there. You got to have movement somewhere. That's like a huge sign. There's got to be some type of movement there, right? Flow like water. Anywho, let's do Moonology. Moonology. Just recognizing your own power, you guys. Recognizing your own power. Finding out your own magic. Okay? Making things work for you and not against you. What do we have for Moon and Virgo this weekend? My Mars, Pluto, and Lilith and sun are, damn! Shit! So yeah, you are true Scorpio. For real. Scorpio's at home with Pluto. I think I have the same thing as you. Pluto and Lilith in Scorpio. So lots of water. I got a lot of signs in Scorpio. That's why I have a Scorpio signature, so. Lots of Scorpio in my chart. So, working through our fears. Look at that, as we pull up a Scorpio card. Working through our fears, you know, this is that when that Seven of Wands came out earlier, it's really just reiterating kind of already what we have on the table here, making sure we're removing the doubt, we're removing the fear, false expectations appearing real, false evidence appearing real, removing all of that and just really taking action, not giving a fuck about what anybody's got to say about us, you know, talking to ourselves nice, talk to me nice, to make sure we can execute. Okay, sometimes like in Gemini season right now, we have to get a little bit uncomfortable. Like I said, you might have to be a speaker. You might have to like say what's on your mind. You might have to talk to people about your endeavors and what you have going on. Now pay attention to it, however the moon is waning or waxing when you do that. But we might have to commingle with other energies in order to carry out this big dream that we have for ourselves, to make it a reality and materialize the things that we want, right? So I feel like there's a lot of we have a fiery climax approaches here. We've got Aries energy, so you could be working towards something or on something to where it's going to give you breakthrough vibes. You know, Mars, that's that Mars and Leo kind of an energy. This could also be a breakthrough within self as far as knowing who you are and mastering self, because Chiron's also in Aries as well. So with a little bit of work that we have going on here, we have Chiron trining the moon. So this would be a grand opportunity for you to find out the details and the root of certain wounds that you may have that are opened, or triggers that you're still messing with right now, and figure those things out and close them up. So you might find out something with this when this moon goes into Virgo, or you might be working on things right now, okay? Or taking action on a project or something that or passion or desire going towards it, and you might just get a aha kind of a moment from that here, okay? Because we do also have a win-win forecast. As far as the moon in Libra, or it's a full moon in Libra, so finding balance, okay? Balancing the scales, finding balance in life, knowing when to put time, energy into self-care, when to get out in the world, when to pull it back, you know, how to participate in certain situations, you know, knowing when to indulge a little bit and not overindulge and spend too much money, and really make sure you have the money enough to, you know, for your other endeavors in life, you know, balancing everything out, balancing the scales, okay? So we're all being tested. Your commitment is being tested. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Okay, how bad do you want it? Bring love into the situation. I like this. This is also Aquarian energy. Aquarius is in their past life. They had a hard time with involving themselves with other people and working with other people, so they're supposed to come here and create, like be connected to social groups and meet new people and new places and go to new adventures. So I like this Aquarian energy. Bring love into the situation instead of, you know, running away from everything and hiding, and go in your little corner and creating, you know, whatever you have going on, thinking outside the box, because that's Aquarian energy. They can really like create some shit, and they did it all by themselves on their own. Because no one liked them. They thought they were weird, and you know, so in this lifetime, who cares? Do everything out of love, right? No expectations, no attachments. Just because you love to do something, just do it. Or that's just in your nature, just do it. You know what I mean? I always promote that. I love love. I love love. I just love love. Bring love into every situation and you'll come out a lot better. What does that look like? Moon and Virgo energy is all about being honest, open, okay? Letting people know what's up. Oh, Lord Jesus. All right, so next we have here, nothing is yet set in stone, okay? And that's that, think of like that Pluto energy retrograding right now. We do also have a lot of planets are at a low degree for the most part that are super important. Jupiter just moved to Taurus. Mars just moved to Leo. So it's kind of like before all these planets really hit the fan, you don't want to be playing catch up. So it's kind of like making sure you're gaining structure right now. You're being very disciplined with your actions. You're being obedient to yourself during this time. That way you can have what you need. In the midst of that, you need to release people, places, and things. Okay? And to know communication is key at all times. I literally, go watch my video I did on communication on my Letitia TV channel. Anyways, that's Moon in Gemini. And we're about to have, isn't the Moon going to be in Gemini? Oh. What's today? Next month, I think it's going to be a full moon in Scorpio, Sagittarius, I think. It'll be a full moon. Yep. Full moon in Sag on June 4th. Literally right around the corner. We also have here you and your loved ones are safe came out as well. So, speaking of what you want into existence, we're going to do individual signs. I'm going to do like a pull a card. And then that'll be it, guys. Because I do have a prior obligation after this. What time? What is it? Where we're at? Okay, we got this. All right. That's a whole lot of water. Let's all the way from Pisces to Aries. Okay, you can utilize it as your sun, moon, or rising, or whatever planet rules your sign. Move this out the way. All right. Let's see what message we have for individual signs. Go back to the chats. Back to the charts. We got a lot of planets in the lower hemisphere just chilling. All right, all the way from Aries to Pisces. We'll just pull one. What is Aries? What is Aries? Aries. So I like this energy for you, Aries. We have the number 8. Okay. It's an air card, which is an 8 of Swords. So Aries, this is definitely whoever you're dealing with, people, places, and things. Hopefully there are some signs that you're recognizing all around you. It's time to break free, honey. We have Chiron in Aries right now. I feel like this is a shadow card work, or a shadow card for you. You may be coming up on a spiritual awakening, or you may be going through one. You may need to release from old patterns, behaviors, people, places, and things if you want things to change in your life at this time. Okay? You got to break free. Like, you might be sucked into this person, or sucked into doing something, or you know, whatever it is for you, and you got to like let go of it. You got to free yourself from it, period. If you want to be free, you got to free yourself from whatever it is going on. And you got to forgive yourself and move on. If it's something that you did to somebody or to yourself or whatever, you know, you got to forgive yourself and be able to move on as well. Okay. So number 8, that way you can allow opportunities to come in, which is the number 8, right? An infinite amount of opportunities. That way you can be abundant. Like, every time you wake up, you start to see synchronicities. You got all green lights going to work. Someone lets you, you know, in front of them in line when you're going to the grocery store. You know, everything just kind of like play. You see how things will play out in life God, I love having synchronistic days. It's so cool. Like when you recognize and you're in it, it's just like, it feels so flowy. I love it. So yeah, that's pretty much the name of the game for you. I'm trying to look at, see any aspects. That we can have a lot of things happen for you. This is also Jupiter energy. So if you want to expand and you want things to happen and you want to have new experiences, sometimes you got to clean out the closet. You know what I mean? You got to clean out what's in here, unblock chakras, cleanse your mind, body, and soul of old shit, and to allow the new experiences to come in. Okay, that way you can harvest some new seeds and be stable within life. I'm going to shuffle on that one. That way you can gain your power back and gain the strength back to move forward. Okay. You guys can also pertain this to, you know, houses or whatever, whatever for you as well. Okay. This is a no card, just so that you're aware. Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, there's something that you're not open to change in an aspect in your life, and it could be based off something that has to do with how you react and respond to something within your emotions, your divine feminine side. Number 5 of cups here, which is a card of emotion, sign of emotion here. So you might be feeling like you lost something, like within you, or you may feel like you're not, you know, those cases when you walk outside and you feel like you're like, yeah, I'm not really of this world over here, I'm just in it and I'm just playing the game. Like, I feel like you might be coming across that. You may feel like that, like you don't fit into your old friend groups anymore because your activities and things that you do, you no longer do them anymore. You no longer respond the way you used to respond. Maybe you used to yell and scream and kick, and that's the attention that they wanted from you. That's what they want you to do because they said something about you. Now you don't do that anymore. You just move different now. So you could be like mourning the, hopefully not you're really mourning a death, but you could be mourning, you know, the old version of you and coming into this new, and you're trying to walk the fine bridge to bridge the gap, so that you can keep going further in life. I like this. Trying to repair like things that you got yourself into as far as your experiences, as far as events that you've went through, whatever it is. You're trying to make things better for the most part for yourself. So you could be a little bit heavy in your heart right now, you know, and that's okay. You know, 5 is a number of like change and creation. So, you know, you might be in the midst of creating a new cycle for yourself, okay, to go forward, to gain some stability, right? This is the energy we're in. We just came out of your season, so you're probably in like a middle of a shift and you have to adjust right now at this time, okay? Gemini. That wanted to come out, but I'm not going to pick it. I'll just see what it is. Dang, what's up with that? Gemini, like, you half want to come out and you half don't. There we go. Gemini's like, I'm here, but I'm not. So half of you wants to be like, woohoo, and the other half just wants to hide. Of course. Let me see what the other cards were. Yep. Something about your emotional stability. Definitely your emotions. We've got Cancer, Pisces. We've got Chariot and the Moon that wanted to come out but didn't. So it's definitely a lot of Cancer energy. You might have to use Cancer energy, or you might be dealing with the Cancer. Anyways, we have 10 of Swords, okay? So you could be in the midst of ending things in your life right now at this time to start new cycles. 10 of Swords too is the energy of like maybe the experience, what you've been experiencing with all these squares and all this energy that's been going on. It could be pretty heavy for you. Like you've probably had to end friendships or end where you live at, you know, who you talk to, who you engage with, whatever it is that you're doing in your life as far as you used to have a certain pattern or behavior, like all of that's kind of gone. You probably recognize people You know, you may have seen like more experiencing bad moments, like people hating on you or backstabbing you, and this is a catalyst for you to actually go the other way. So sometimes, you guys, remember, we came down here and we don't know the contract that we signed and we forgot everything, right? So I'm here to remind you. So if you've been unlocking your magic, Gemini, hopefully you have been in this Gemini season, you'll probably start to see things playing out in your favor in a sense to where you can recognize all of this energy. Like if you see people backstabbing you or treating you like crap, or you're not, you know, it's really signs for you to kind of go within so that you can turn the other way and open and unlock other doors that are, you know, and go into rooms that are for you. So you're like probably in the releasing stage right now. You're like, it's my season. I don't care. I'm about to act a fool. Like, I don't care about them no more. I'm not going to do that. Da, 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 da. You're probably in that energy. So that's pretty much the name of the game for you. This is a no card. I'm getting all no's for all signs right now. So you're going through a major transition as well. New beginnings. Okay. Through all the trials and tribulations. You know, you're probably working on your heart chakra as well. Here. Okay. Growing, evolving. You don't want to repeat the same things over, so you might have to make some tough moves yourself. So that you're like, you know what, I'm over this. I'm gonna start brand new. I'm gonna come out brand new, like your hair, you know, how you talk, how you walk, how you present yourself online, like anything, real life, like work, maybe a new job. You might move somewhere, new connections or removing connections. Okay. Cancer. Cancer, you've got a lot going on as far as your financial forecast, all these opportunities. Ooh, another white bird. You guys, this is 2 weeks straight. Sometimes I see 2 in one day, and sometimes I see 1 a day. I never see white birds like this every day of my life. It's crazy. Like, where are the crows? No, we don't want you. Anyways, Cancer. So you have a number 10 of Pentacles. Okay? Yeah. White birds for 2 weeks. Sometimes I see 2 at once, or I see 1 and then I'll see the other one right after I leave somewhere or go somewhere, and then even when I'm like here sitting looking out the window every day, like I'll see a white bird, and I never ever, it's rare that I used to see white birds, and they're big ass fat ones too, and they go real slow when I see them. So wherever I'm at, I'll catch one. Anyway, so Cancer, 10 of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So you could have so many opportunities right now going for you. Your 10th house could be super active depending on your natal chart. There could be some conflicts that are going right now at this time as far as, you know, what you want to tap into. If you have time to tap into it, it looks like a good idea, but I don't know if I have time for it. It's like you asked for all of this to come to you, and now it's like you're kind of not ready for certain things when they are appearing. It could be that kind of an energy. You know, it also could be something with your money. Your money's looking a little funny. You might be wanting to go places or do things or tap into certain things, but you really don't. You might not have the financial needs to do so. Or you could be questioning something. Or maybe someone is testing, like events keep happening to where it's like testing your pockets right now. Or you just might not be satisfied in the place where you're at. You really want to build. This is like, I would say 10 of Pentacles is more of like a Capricorn energy. It's like you want to build on something. You want to be like, you want to have something going for yourself. So you could be working on that or working towards it. So this looks like you kind of packing your bags and going to start a new journey. Could be kind of hard to do it, but you got to do it. Kind of an energy. So that's what I'm seeing here. Well, it's actually like Virgo energy. Like you got to look at the details of everything too. Really look at the details of everything. Yeah, you might have to talk your way through some new circumstances here. You might have to talk your way through some stuff. A lot of communication. We're in during Gemini season. Maybe talking to new people about new opportunities or where you want to go, where you do talking or speech of some sort, or your something with your mouth or your words is tying in with your money. Let's moving on. Leo. White birds, wow, that's a good thing though. I know, right? I gotta look it up again. I looked it up once, but I gotta look it up again. Like, I wanna go deep in with the white birds. Ooh. Leo, you got number 13. It's a death card in reverse. Leo, I feel like, because we do have Mars in Leo, Lilith is in Leo, the moon is still in Leo, chilling, but it's about to go into Virgo. So you might be disappointed in yourself about something, or this is like you're like worried about something. You might be refusing to let go of something because you need to take action, and you might be refusing to either remove something out of your life, or you might be refusing to stop doing something. That's what it is. So what does this look like? If that's the case, you figure out, what is it that I need to stop doing? Well, always figure out where it's stagnant. Where are you at a standstill? If you're a business owner, are you at a standstill with your sales? You know, is it your love life? You know what I mean? Is it something that you do, like a vice or something that's causing health condition? You know what I mean? Like, you can see where something is stagnant, or you're not, and it's not favorable right now at this time in that area of your life, and that could be the thing that you need to change or let go of or remove. Because you might be indulging in an area where you're like, it's just going, pew. So, or, you know, and you don't want to change. And change is very difficult. It's not easy for everybody. Change is not hard. Like, you really have to discipline yourself to change some shit. And right now, things can be happening where it's like, it's forcing you to change in some form or fashion. So see where you have Leo in your chart as far as Mars and Leo. And the death card is Scorpio energy, which is ruled by the planet of Mars. So this might be something that nobody knows about. Like I said, this could be a vice. This could be some past things that you used to do. You're scared that if you, I don't know, do something, it'll come to the light or something. Okay, so, because 13 equals 4. So it can pertain to something at home, on your home front, something that you're building towards, or if you have other people you're working with in the midst of building something. Virgo. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up when I get off. I'm excited because I keep seeing it. Virgo, you need to rest. Sit your ass down, Virgo. Take a break. So Virgo, you have the number 4 as well, but you have 4 of Swords, which is an air card. So that's automatically telling me, right now you're probably in a mode of just, you do so much, you may need to just rest, or this is like a hint saying that maybe you need to slow down on something so you can see the fine details of what the hell's going on and what you're getting yourself into right now at this time, and recuperate and re-energize. Okay, it can be all those things. You know, before you have a goddamn breakdown, and before you start to talk out the side of your neck, and before you just stop something altogether, or, you know, whatever have you. You don't want to have none of those circumstances, so you may need to check something out. Okay, you got to recover from something. And it has to do with an experience, because it's Jupiter energy here. It's got to go. It's, you know, and of course Jupiter right now just moved into the sign of Taurus, so it could be something that you just started, or you're working on right now, and you're like You could be trying to fine tune it, and you're just going at it so deep, so hard. You're trying to achieve something so bad right now in your reality that you just need to get a little discipline and take some time off. You might find some answers when you stop and you're at a standstill. Like you might find some more, what's the word I'm looking for? You might find like a little bit of order to be able to make solid sound decisions moving forward. Libra. Libra. Ooh. God damn. Everybody's going through something. It just all depends on how you're going through it and how you're reacting to it. And so Libra, we have number 16 here, which equals 7, masculine number. Something about action here. Something about how you take action, because this is Mars. Yeah, the Tower card in reverse. I'm trying to see. Mars is, yeah, Mars square Jupiter. Yeah, Mars opposing Pluto. So this kind of makes sense. So it's like you want to change, you want to progress, you want to go forward. It's like you got to really pay attention to stuff that you're doing right now. Like whatever you're putting your attention to. Like what are you trying to build right now? What are you going towards? It's like picking up the pieces from the rubble and you got to rebuild. So let's say you had something happen unexpectedly, whether that was you found out about a friend, did something to you, or you did something a long time ago and it's playing out now as a Tower moment. And so you kind of got to deal with it right now. Now it's like I'm saying, you got to pick up the pieces from the rubble, learn the lesson, and move forward and be more solution based, because you don't want to get stuck in your feelings. You don't want to overanalyze, especially when it comes to Moon and Virgo this weekend, and really just be in the woe is me energy and just be down in the dumps. Because Libra, you can do that where you make everybody feel your wrath, kind of like a Cancer in a sense. So you got to be very careful with that. Because your opposite sign or your sister sign would be Aries, so you don't want to turn into that. I don't know. So that's what I got for you here. It's something that you got to take action on. Something you got to do. You got to release something. You got to let something go. Libra's really good at holding grudges. So it's something that something could have been swiped from you and you didn't know it was going to happen. You didn't know something was going to turn out the way that it did, and it caused like some type of disruption. And so now you're in your feelers probably about it, but you got to just get out. You got to feel it, let it go, and then find ways to get out of it. Scorpio. Ooh, I like this. I think you had this yesterday. I'm not sure, but you have the number 7, masculine number, so taking action. I think you did have, I just want to say, I don't know. So you do have 7 of Wands. Number 7, taking action. Fight for what you want, Scorpio. If you want to be X, Y, and Z, go fight for it. You want to learn something, if you want to gain something in your life right now, you want to build something for yourself, just don't stop fighting. I feel like too, you could be on defense mode. Okay, maybe it's somebody could have said something to you or done something, or maybe you're just in that mode where it's like, you know what, I'm putting all walls up. I'm about to start moving different now. I'm not going to be cool with them or do that anymore and participate here or there. I'm just going to go this way, my way, or it's the highway kind of an energy. 7 of Swords. And you're being very brave, and you're forcing that energy upon your life right now, because you could have been very passive aggressive, or just you could have been a person that really helped everybody else but yourself. So it's like you're standing your ground right now. With the 7 of Swords, it's like, I'm gonna go where I need to go, and I'm taking action. Don't try and get in my goddamn way. I'm fighting for life right now. I'm fighting to hold on right now. I want to break through, and whatever it is that you got going on. So And then let's see. Ooh, yeah, and this is more Mars energy. And that's your ruling planet, so it's got to be something towards whatever you're taking action on. And it's more so of, it also can be, this is a Leo card though too, and then Mars is in Leo right now. Oh Lord. So this is something definitely you got to take action on. You got to really, you're also being tested in that energy too. So if you know something, like 7 is a very spiritual number, and we're in the universal year of 7. So you may have a lot of wisdom. Maybe you could turn that into an ebook. You know what I'm saying? Maybe write an actual book, or maybe you can help somebody else in their business endeavors until you get whatever you got going. You know what I mean? You never know what you can tap into here. Something's like a hidden talent or wisdom or something. You got to take a risk though and figure out what it is. Take action on it to see if it'll work out for you, if it's something that you want to tap into. Sagittarius. Sag is up here. I'm using my magic during Gemini season. I'm a magician. Sag is like excited, gets to have those philosophical conversations. You probably came across some people where you can actually talk to people on a real deep level and you don't have to dumb yourself down, starting new beginnings, like hearing the constructive criticism, and you're just like gung-ho about it because it's actually something that you can learn from somebody. Like you're excited that you're not the actual teacher. You could probably be a student and a teacher. So this is like bringing all your creative juices and powers to the forefront here. That way you can kind of make something happen for yourself. This is a card of communication as well. So, which is Mercury energy. Mercury's in Gemini right now. I feel like you flourish in this season here. Because like you can talk a real good game. You like to talk to people. You like to learn new things. You know, this is like mindset, manifest, making plans. It's like you're ready to roll. You're ready to roll here. I like this. It's more like having like cosmic consciousness, like having the power in here. And you have that intelligence. And you're a mutable energy. So you can really use your magic to manifest what you want. So, interesting. And it's trine energy. And it's also a yes card. Capricorn. Ooh, I gotta get off. Cappies. Damn, you had 2 that came out? You have number 1, but you have Ace of Wands in reverse and 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You're on timeout. You're on a timeout from life. You could be going through something right now. Because the opposite way of Ace of Wands is like a go for it kind of a card. Or someone extending an olive branch, or you extending an olive branch to something. But there's some kind of, it's like you're frustrated. You're not moving forward on something here. Now, the Pentacle energy could be maybe you just, you know, as a Capricorn, you just could be overworking your mind, or overworking like taking action as far as work or creative endeavors. You could be, instead of transmuting whatever you're going through, you're actually transferring it into your work. You're like, you know, I'm just gonna go to work. I'm just gonna work. I'm just gonna create this. I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna stay busy. I don't want to think about it. Like, you could really be in that kind of an energy. And be careful of being there, because you don't want to plant any bad seeds, especially when it pertains to your business. But sometimes people make really good work out of that. I know I do. You know, instead of being, I think it's for me, I learned it's a good thing. Everybody thinks differently, but I think if you, instead of being like the Karen on the streets and raging and ranting at people and projecting on people, you turn it into something like a creative endeavor. Like if you write a book or a song or a course or whatever it is, something artistic, you create something, or, you know, you're knitting, I don't know what it is that you got going on. Some people make some very beautiful work out of that. I know I do. Like, put a thumbs up if, you know what I mean, like if you catch my drift. Like, a lot of actual artists do that. You'll see it a lot. They put a lot of shit in their music. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a good thing. Some people don't think that's good, but I think it's a good thing. So I would say there's something that you could be going through where you're just not inspired at the moment. It could have been something that you experienced recently that, like I said, this past week was kind of rough, very heavy energy for a lot of us. So you know, it could be something that you experience. You could be going through something where you just don't want to show up for yourself today. You just need a day to just cleanse your mind. Maybe take a spiritual bath, you know what I'm saying? And take action on self-care versus like work. You know what I mean? Getting yourself back together so that you can have that ambitious kind of an energy and gain back your willpower to, you know, tap into your creative endeavors. Because there's something that's like not clear here. With these two cards in reverse, and this is also Aries energy, so something's not causing you to take action, with also Taurian energy as well. So it could pertain to your material possessions. Also too, though, you have not Cancer. It can pertain to, yeah, your material possessions. Also operating your North Node. Something new. It's like you tried something new or different and something happened. I can't put a finger on it. But if you want a personal reading, I'm trying to think. It could deal with your emotions too, because we have the moon going into Virgo. I just thought about that. In Virgo energy here. Yeah. You might need to get back to something here so you can feel inspired again. Something within you. It's like the flame is, it's like you got a dim lit candle. You know what I mean? You know when it's about to almost go out, and then like the little, the stuff from the candle is about to just burn it out. You're like almost like right there. That's what I feel like. Aquarius. But you want to have new beginnings though. It's like you could have tried to do something new and outside of the box, North Node energy, and then like something happened to where now you're like, God damn it. So yeah, Aquarius. So High Priestess, love this. Using your intuition, honey. Okay, making sure everything's clear, concise, black and white, clear communication coming through. It's an air energy. You thrive in Gemini season. You know, this is also psychic energy as well. So I feel like here, the High Priestess is very mysterious within their divine feminine energy, how they present that to the world. You could be teaching someone, you could be tapping in and teaching yourself as far as spiritually speaking. High Priestess is able to see the duality within everything too. So maybe you start to see things about yourself and you're like, oh shit, all right, well, here we are. You know what I mean? And like really accepting yourself, okay. And learning how to work with, maybe this could be your shadow side. You know what I mean? Making it work for you. Seeing the polarity and everything and finding a balance, because you do have number 2. So knowing what you know and turning it into some form of wisdom for yourself so you can move forward. So that you don't repeat the same mistakes. And this is moon energy too. You might do this on the weekend. Just really focusing on yourself. Pisces. Getting it together. I like it. Getting it together. Pisces. I see wedding bells, marriage, engagement. Well, that really is the card. 4 of Wands. So building towards something. Number 4, masculine number. You could be taking action this weekend on something of your endeavors. You could be going somewhere. It is a holiday weekend towards a celebration, a wedding, or having your own goddamn wedding, or you know, just building stability for yourself, building a foundation. Think of 4 as like the 4 legs on the table. Really getting that in order for yourself here. I like it, so that you can be solid and stable in whatever endeavors, you know, staying disciplined. You might really use Saturday to discipline yourself to get organized for the rest of the week or whatever. So this is, you know, you could be celebrating too. This is a card of celebration, to where you can celebrate something in your reality that you have accomplished for yourself, like celebrating how far you've came, or something you got over, or, you know, leveling up personally for yourself, you know. I like this. Four of Wands to me is like a peaceful kind of a fire energy here. So it's Aries energy. It's the good side of what we like to see in Aries. Just nice and calm, but like giddy and fun. You know what I mean? Like, so I like this energy here. This is grand. It's also, it's a Venus card here too. So loving on yourself a little bit more, you know. Also too, it is Venus day, which is funny. So you might be having a good old time today as I'm reading this card. Operating out of love, you know, focusing on the things that you value and bringing on more material possessions for yourself. Because this could be a card of travel too, like going somewhere. Okay. So anyways, guys, this is it. That is your spread. I will do all timestamps. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped, and turned on. You know where to find me, vixenafterdark.com. Link is down below. Make sure you smash the subscribe button and click the bell. Ding! That way you're notified every time I go live and you won't miss out. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a grand weekend. Peace.